are returning for another episode of the Maple Leafs GM mode. Here we are in year number 3 with the Toronto Maple Leafs. In the last video, if you guys remember, I gave that massive contract extension to Morgan Riley, which will debilitate our cap future for the next 5-6 years. Yeah. Next 4 years, or next 3 years for Matthews. And then I gotta pay Jake Muzzin. Yeah, casually debilitating the team's future for short-term wins. So, I'm gonna have to make some big decisions this offseason, but I do anticipate this being a probably around 40 minute stream, just because I have some other stuff to tend to, school related. So, without further ado, let's sim the entire preseason, because it's preseason, nobody gives a shit about it. And then let's jump into the we'll do a real-time third period sim for the home season opener against Buffalo on the road, and then we'll jump into gameplay as Patrick Marleau apparently is being shopped. If I get another trade offer on him, I'll just take him off the trade block. Good, nothing. It's a good preseason, other than a 6-3 loss to Buffalo, but so here we are in year number 3. Probably get up to around what I anticipate to be close to Christmas time in year number 3. So before we begin the season, let's just show you guys our lines, and then we'll jump into the season. First line we got Matthews, JT, Mitch Marner. Second line we got Kapanen, Gusev, Scory Perry. Third line Zach Hyman, Minka Koivu, Alexander Holtz, our 4th overall pick from the Willie Nylander trade to after year number 1. And fourth line we got Patty Marleau back, Kerfoot, and Nygaard. So since this team's going to look different, obviously we're going to be relying a lot on Kerfoot after this year, because obviously Mikko Koivu is not going to be back, and neither will Zach Hyman because he's making $3.5 million. Defensively, we have Morgan Riley and Jake Muzzin, who is down to a top. Nope, still the same. Travis Dermott and a suddenly rejuvenated Timothy Liljegren, who has grown into a top 4 defenseman overnight. Although not really, we kept him in the AHL way too long. Rasmus Sandin and Justin Braun are on our third defensive pair. If there's anything we need to worry about, it's Justin Braun regressing. He really hit the shitter. Damn it. Alright. I'm already swearing like a sailor. He really hit the shitter in the off season, as he's now up to 34 years of age. So that's something to be watching. And then for some reason we have Jean-Luc Picard in that, and not Freddie Anderson, who is now making $8.8 million over the next 4 years. So again, just another example of me destroying this team's salary cap with probably boneheaded moves, but I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic we can make this work. Scratch players with Nick Patan, George Schmaltz, Casey Cizikas. So that's enough of me showing you guys the team. Let's get year number 3 underway. Toronto, Buffalo, from Buffalo, New York, KeyBank Center. Let's go. Real-time third period sim. First period, tied at 1. Kerfoot scores for us on Corey Crawford, who's interestingly who's Buffalo's starting goalie. And Jack Eichel scores on Jean-Luc Picard, who, for some weird reason, is starting the season opener. It's a little weird. Second period, 2-1. Austin Matthews scoring for us. Let's get the third period underway. If you guys remember, in our last video, lost the Stanley Cup in 6 games to Winnipeg in year number 2. If there ever is time to win the Stanley Cup, it's going to be this year before Morgan Riley starts counting $7 million more against the cap, or $6 million if I did the math right. But here we go. Game number 1, we take it from the Buffalo Sabres 2-1. Jean-Luc Picard, aka Calvin Pickard, was dominant in net. I don't know why he was starting. He will not be starting game number 2. Although he did save 21 shots, but you know, we're paying Freddie Anderson $8 million to almost $9 million to be in the net. So I want my $9 million goalie in the net. As 3 stars of the game, Matthews, 3rd star for us, scored a goal. Corey Crawford had 23 saves, and Jean-Luc Picard had 21 saves. Let's just see here if they're gonna put Freddie Anderson back in net. Because if they aren't, I'm just gonna switch him. Did he have a really bad preseason? Yeah, that's why. 8-9-0. Could be better. Let's just switch that. Alright. Let's sim to November and sim this Boston Bruins game, November 1st. 6-1 win over the Detroit Red Wings, and then Austin Matthews goes down with a sore knee. So, damn it. The injury bug's already biting us. Who'd be Kapanen can go there. Koivu will not fit on that line. How about Kerfoot? Yeah, Kerfoot can go there. And then 60, 74. Do I have an extra? Yeah, I have Casey Cizikas to go there. Because I brought him in with his 77 face-off. Put Casey Cizikas there. And then we have holes in the power play. So we're going to take JT, put him with Marner and Gusev, hope that balances out. Then Kapanen, Kerfoot, Hyman. Let's find someone to play the point. Corey Perry. I'm surprised I didn't have Corey Perry on that line already. 4-man power play. Let's put Corey Perry at the point. Penalty kill. Koivu, Kapanen. Let's put Casey Cizikas there. I did bring him on this team for a reason. It's not for his offense. 4-on-4. Koivu. Let's put Kerfoot there. Kerfoot and Gusev. 3-on-3. Kerfoot. Kerfoot's going to be the beneficiary of a lot of ice time without Austin. For what? I think it's like 2 weeks. Let's just put Kerfoot on this line. And the shootout. How's Freddie doing? Dominant. Oh, never mind. That's only 2 games. It's a rough way to start though. 3 games in the season already lose Austin Matthews for a week. Thankfully. Alright, so we beat Vancouver and we beat Nashville after losing to Washington. And then we got Austin Matthews back. Perfect. So Kasperi Kapanen's 2-game experiment on the first line ends. Casey Cizikas will come out. Gonna put Kerfoot there. Kapanen there. And then we gotta go back and do everything again. So Kerfoot will come off the power play. Austin Matthews will go back there. So now we have JT, Kapanen, Zach Hyman on the power play. 4-man power play. Kerfoot comes off. Matthews goes back in. Penalty kill. Matthews back in there. 3-man PK was never on there. Matthews goes back to extra attacker. And Matthews goes back in for the shootout. Alright. So, that should be all the lines that needed to be fixed. Let's jump back into the sim. We're 4-1-0, and we defeat the Tampa Bay Lightning 5-4 in overtime. And then we beat the Detroit Red Wings in overtime. And then Carl Soderberg goes down with a sore shoulder, but that's the AHL Marlies, so I don't really care about them. I'm just going to throw Ryan Fitzgerald in there. Actually, Riley Stotts. He'll be okay. Just going to throw Ryan Fitzgerald in there. I don't care about the Marlies. 2-1 win over the Minnesota Wild. 3-2 win over the Sharks. And then we got Soderberg back for the Marlies. So let's throw him in there, as the injuries are already biting the Toronto Maple Leafs early. And the Marlies in this case. We're 9-1-0 though, 10-1-0 as we beat the Panthers 4-2. And then we beat the Panthers again in the second half of a home and home, 3-1. So now we have we're 11-1-0, and we are on top of our division by 7 points, if my math is correct. Through the first month of the season, so to show you guys our stats real quick. Mitch Marner has 10 points, all assists, no goals. He'll be okay. He's a playmaker. Austin Matthews has 9 points in 10 games. JT is 9-12. Holtz has 9-12 as a third liner, which is crazy. Gusev has 9 points. Riley has 9 points. Kapanen is 8. Corey Perry is 7. Jake Muzzin. Goalies. Freddie Anderson's been dominant. And then for the league, briefly, Kovalchuk is on another planet. Patrick Laine is also, as is Kopitar, who is Kovalchuk's line mate in LA. Jack Eichel, 18 points, 13 games. Voracek is 17-12. Blake Wheeler has 17. Sagan, Domi, and Hishe, all at 15. And then for goalies, let's change the requirements to 5 games, filter out some of those backups. Best save percentage in the league, Freddie Anderson, followed by Ben Bishop, Matt Murray, and Bobrovsky. Linus Ullmark down there. And then for goals against, Jonathan Bernier, David Riddick, Tuukka Rask, Antti Ranta, Thatcher Demko, Kudobin all stink, but tops in the league, Freddie Anderson. So, with that out of the way, let's jump back into a sim. Let's find the best game in November, and we'll do a real-time third period sim for that. Might actually be the New York Rangers, right off the bat. Carolina, St. Louis. Alright, it's either New York or Nashville. I would probably lean towards Nashville. Look, we got a nice little tough stretch there at the end of the month. Yeah, let's sum up to the Nashville game. We'll do a real-time third period sim, and then we'll continue on with the sim. I feel like I say that word a lot. And we immediately lose to the Boston Bruins 4-2. However, we beat the Rangers, we beat the Sharks. Bruins again, we lose again, but we beat the Senators in a second leg of a second half of a back-to-back. Morgan Riley goes down with a mild concussion. His estimated return is November 24th. Damn it. Alright. Good thing we have Jordan Schmaltz on the team. So, shoots left. Let's put Liljegren up there. Rasmus Sandin, we should really keep there. Let's put Schmaltz in there. And then we'll just have to balance things out. So at least Justin Braun's doing pretty well. Sandin's doing really well. He's up to it. Still at a top 6. Special teams. Power play. Okay. We gotta put Morgan Riley. We gotta replace Morgan Riley in all 4 lines. Timothy Liljegren's gonna get a ton of ice time. As he should. I think he's ready for it. Penalty kill. Dermott and Liljegren. Sandin and Muzzin up here. 3-man penalty kill. Dermot Lilligren, Rasmus Sandin. And then extras. 4-on-4, 3-on-3 and shootout. Muzzin, Dermot Lilligren, Braun, Sandin. Let's just put Schmaltz there. 3-on-3. Muzzin, Lilligren. Let's put Dermot. Let's put Dermot with them. Because I think is Dermot fast? Yeah, Dermot's got speed. He's a good player. Shootout. JT, Marner, Matthews, Perry. Let's put Kerfoot back there. Perfect. Alright. Shut out Montreal 3-0. Beat Carolina 6-1. Beat Ottawa 5-4. Beat St. Louis 4-1. And now here we are with the Nashville game. They're 11-8-2. Pittsburgh is 10-7-4. Washington 11-6-3. We're 18-3. We still have not lost a game in overtime. We have our lead in the Atlantic is down to 7 points, and Boston's hot on our trail. It is really important for us to take this game. Although Montreal really sucks. Not been a good month for them. Let's real-time sim for the slumping Nashville Predators. After the first period, we already lead 2-0. Mitch Marner and Kerfoot for us. Second period, 3-1. Austin Matthews on the power play. Philip Forsberg for them. Let's jump in for a third period sim here. Just gotta shut the door. We're really outplaying them offensively. 36 shots against 37 against 17 now. Connor Sherry scores 3-2. All right, come on, boys. Shut him down. Penalty kill. Nice job. Nice job. Can we go to 19-3-0? Rasmus Sandin scores. The Toronto Maple Leafs in year number 3 are 19-3-0. Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews had 2 points for us. Excuse me. Corey Perry had an assist, as did Nygaard, Koivu, Alexander Holtz, Timothy Liljegren, and JT. Sandin and Kerfoot both scored goals, and Freddie Anderson made 25 saves. Only gave up 2 goals. 3 stars of the game: Austin Matthews first star, Mitch Marner second star, and UC Saros is third star of the game. He made 41 saves. We fired 45 shots on the Nashville Predators. But we're 19-3-0. What can I say? I mean, this team's got the Midas touch, to reference that weird car commercial. And we got Morgan Riley back, so it's a triple win. So Schmaltzy will come out. We're going to put Morgan Riley back, and then we're going to reshuffle these lines. So Riley and Muzzin will be back together. Dermot and Liljegren will play together again. And then Sandin and Justin Braun will continue on like always. Power play, Timothy Liljegren will come out. We're going to put Morgan Riley back in there. 4-man power play, Liljegren will come out. Riley will come back in. PK. You know what? Yeah. Maybe what we could do is, yeah, we'll put Riley with Liljegren. Or actually, we can always switch these. +1. Sandin and Liljegren. We'll have a youthful penalty kill. 3-man PK. Sandin. Dermot. How's Sandin? 84. That is an option. Take Dermot out of there. Put Morgan Riley. Man. I don't know what the thing is, I don't know what the strategy is for a 3-man PK, but that just doesn't really matter to me. I can care less about that. Riley's back there. 3-on-3. Gonna put Riley back with JT and Marner. Extra attacker, still the same. Shootout, Kerfoot will come out. And put Morgan Riley back in. The only thing I would consider changing though is Kerfoot's ice time, because he's getting 9:53 time on ice. I can most definitely afford to give him some ice time. The only question is, where would it come from? I could put him at the point. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it. Let's put Kerfoot at the point on our second power play line. Just he's got a good slap shot. He's got good offensive awareness. He's got good passing. Excuse me for a second, guys. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. Sorry about that. Really felt like I was losing my voice there for a second. Kind of sounded like I'm all raspy. Alright, so now we'll have Kapanen, Tavares, and Zach Hyman on our forward power play. Kerfoot at the point. And then PK. You know, we could take out Matthews. I think everything's going okay for now. So anyway, let's jump back into the sim. Let's sim to December 1st, which oddly enough is a game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. We have a home and home against Tampa, I should say. So, okay, we lost 8-6 to Pittsburgh, which is crazy. Let's throw someone random in there. Trevor Moore, go in there. Oh, damn it. Alright, we lost Koivu. Kerfoot will get the jump to the third line. Cizikas will jump in. There. Let's check Kerfoot's defensive. 80 shot blocking, 85 stick checking. So, special teams. 4-man power play. Let's put Kerfoot there, get him a little bit of ice time. PK. I think you guys know who's jumping in there. Mr. Casey Cizikas. And then 3-man PK, obviously, Casey Cizikas. The guy was born and raised for that role. Extras. 4-on-4 continued, 3-on-3. Kerfoot will jump in there. And then 3-on-3. Oh yeah, I forgot I never put Matthews back in there. Yeah, we're going to put Matthews back in there. So it's going to be JT, Marner, Riley, Muzzin, Gusev, Matthews, Kerfoot, Perry, Liljegren. And then Freddie Anderson's still been a stonewall. And Koivu's coming back in like a week. So let's back out of that. So we lost to Pittsburgh 8-6. Beat Washington in the shootout 3-1. Lost to Pittsburgh 5-1. And then I think we lost to, I forget who we lost to there. Couldn't see it because this stupid thing was in the way. Let's put Agostino back in there. Whatever. Then we beat Anaheim in a shootout 3-2. Excuse me. Got a little bit of hiccup there. Alright. So, let's show you guys our stats real quick here. Through November. And then we'll jump into a real-time sim. Third period for the Tampa game. And then we'll sim, and we'll probably get another 10 minutes in on this. Actually, it's only 24 minutes. We'll get another 20 minutes in on the sim. We'll go up to 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central. So Mitch Marner has 25 points, leading our team. Still shooting 10%. He's turning it around. Remember, at last check, he had no goals and 10 assists. So scoring a little bit. JT has taken the second place in our scoring. He's got 23 points. And Matthews is 21. Holtz is on fire. I might have to look at promoting him up a line. The kid's a stud, literally. His endurance could be better, though. That doesn't really mean much. Jake Muzzin and Morgan Riley are just dominant. Gusev, Kapanen, and Hyman. And Koivu just scoring. Goalies, Freddie Anderson is a beast. and Calvin Pickard or John Luke Picard in his other past life, we're, we're dominant, plain and simple. Let's show you guys goalie stats real quick. We'll sort 10 games, eliminate all backups. Sergei Bobrovsky has overtaken Freddie Anderson as the top goalie in the league. He's got a 9.36. Then Freddie, Matt Murray, James Reimer, and Jimmy Howard, which is a really interesting goaltending tandem. Worst goalies: Kudobin, Grubauer, Johnson, Riddick, Demko. Best goalies for goals against: Bobrovsky, Anderson, Murray, Jones, Doobie, and Reimer, with Jimmy Howard as an honorable mention. Calder Cup standings so far: Alexander Holtz, our boy. He's got a 5-point lead on Yanni Kuakinen. I totally butchered that. My fault. Not rookie stat. All skaters. Patrick Laine has overtaken the league in scoring. He's got 41 points in 27 games. Kovalchuk is right on his ass, as is Andrzej Kopitar. Blake Wheeler is also keeping up, as is Scheifele. So this Winnipeg first line is just dominant. Sidney Crosby, Tyler Seguin, and Zach Parise, and Jake Voracek are all rounding out the top 10 or so. So we're 21-5-0. Let's jump into the real-time third period sim for the Tampa Bay game. First period, 1-0 us. Kasperi Kapanen beats Andrei Vasilevskiy on the power play. Interesting tidbit, this is a rematch of the Eastern Conference semifinals, won by us in 5 games. Let's return the favor. Second period, 4-2 us. Braden Point and Steven Stamkos score for Tampa, but Travis Dermott, Kasperi Kapanen again, and Zach Hyman all score for us. Let's jump into the real-time third period sim. We just gotta shut the door. We're up by 2 goals. We are getting outshot, which is doesn't matter. Rasmus Sandin scores for us, 3-goal lead. And then Yanni Gourde answers right back, 5-3 Toronto. Just gotta shut the door here, boys. Come on. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are now 22-5-0. This team is insane. Anyways, first star of the game for Tampa, is Steven Stamkos, who had a goal and an assist. Kasperi had 2 goals, and Zach Hyman had a goal and assist. And 22-5-0. So anyways, let's sim up to December 1st, or not December 1st, January 1st. Unless if I find a game more interesting. What do you guys think? Should we do a real-time third period sim for all Tampa Bay games this month, or should we just do it for this December 12th game? What do you guys think? Real-time third period sim? You know what? We're going to do it anyway. Real-time third period sim, December 12th game. Let's sim up to it. So after beating Tampa 5-3, Nick Cardile goes down with an injury for the Marlies. So let's just find someone with potential. Riley Stott's going there. Mikko Koivu is back, so that will make things very interesting. Kerfoot will jump back to the 4th line. Casey Cizikas will come out. Mikko Koivu will go back in. Special teams, I think he was on the 4-man power. Yeah, I'm going to keep Kerfoot and Marner together on the 4-man power play. PK, obviously Mikko Koivu's going back in there. 3-man PK, obviously Mikko Koivu. 4-on-4 continue, Kerfoot, Perry. Oh yeah, I didn't realize I had him on 2 forward lines. Let's throw Kerfoot in there. Koivu, excuse me. Man, I'm butchering names today. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Alright, let's jump back into this sim. Lost to Tampa 5-4 in overtime. Then we beat Carolina and Detroit back-to-back. Lose to Winnipeg 2-1 in the rematch of the Stanley Cup Final, won by the Winnipeg Jets. Then we lose to Winnipeg 8-3, which is very concerning to say the least, because the Montreal Canadiens are fucking garbage. And now our lead in the Atlantic Division is down to 4 points. Oh, yikes. But at least the Florida Panthers are a solid 10 points behind us. So the way it's shaping up, this is going to be another 2-team Atlantic Division race for the top, and then a bunch of bottom feeders. The Rangers lead the Metro by 4 points. The Hurricanes and Penguins and Flyers are all challenging, as are the Caps. In the West, the Kings, Golden Knights, and Flames lead the Pacific, with the nice sizable drop-off between third place and the wild card, which is going to be an interesting race. The Oilers and the Coyotes, the Ducks, the Sharks, and even the Canucks are in that. In other words, the Pacific Division, as normal, is hot garbage. In the Central, the Stars, Blues, and Jets are just beating up on each other. The only teams that kind of could be ruled out of it, Blackhawks and the Avalanche. Not a fun year. Preds and the Wild are, kind of there. It's not a good year in the West. Let's put it this way. The East is the conference that is probably better. But let's jump in here. Real-time third period sim. Our second Tampa Bay game this month. Let's do this. First period. 2-1 us. JT, Zach Hyman. Jean-Luc Picard in net. Gave up a shorty to Steven Stamkos. Second period. 3-2. Stammer scores again. JT answers back. Jake Allen is in net, by the way. Oh, man. Surprisingly, 2 backups. Kucherov scores right away. And then Sergachev. Damn it. Damn it. Is that a minute and 26 seconds apart? If my math's right? Damn it. Alright, come on, boys. Austin Matthews ties it up. Get a little too excited there for a regular season game. Alright. 5-minute overtime. Let's jump in. Remember in our last experience, these shootouts can get a little long. But Toronto falls in a shootout to the Tampa Bay Lightning, 5-4. First star of the game, Steven Stamkos. Second star, JT, who had 2 goals, and Kucherov gets third star for Tampa. For us, Jake Muzzin had 2 assists, 30 minutes time on ice. Mitch Marner also had 2 assists. JT obviously had 2 goals. Matthews had a goal and assist. Rasmus Sandin had an assist, as did Mika Koivu. And Zach Hyman also scored a goal. And then Jean-Luc Picard gave up 4 goals. So, at least we got to point out this back-to-back, but we got to... Our lead in the Atlantic's down to 3 points. Come on, Toronto. Started out so hot right off the gate. Don't turn this into a regret. Let's sim up to the St. Louis game, January 2nd. And in the rematch, we beat Winnipeg 2-1 on home ice after losing to them in Winnipeg. And then Nick Cardill's back for the Marlies, so we'll throw him back in there. The New York Rangers are all of a sudden really good with Capo Caco, beat them 3-2. We beat Columbus 6-3. And then low top 6 for and an Arizona Coyote 3rd rounder for Vancouver's 3rd and 5th. That's a no. And then we beat Philly 5-4. Beat Columbus again 4-3. Beat the Islanders 4-1. Lose to the Coyotes 2-1. And then here we are, St. Louis Blues. So, show you guys a look around the standings. Our lead in the Atlantic Division has grown now to 9 points, with the Florida Panthers and Bruins hot on the Tampa Bay Lightning trail. So, yeah, this is going to get fairly interesting. And the Metro, the Caps and the Rangers are tied with 50 points. Penguins are a close third. Hurricanes are a close enough fourth. But the wild card, it's going to be interesting with the Canes and the Flyers and the Bruins. And the Senators and Red Wings and the Montreal Canadiens. Jeez, okay. Things are getting really interesting. In the West, the Vegas Golden Knights, Calgary Flames, LA Kings, Oilers and Coyotes were all bundled up, as are the Sharks and the Ducks. So in other words, the Pacific is really terrible, but it's going to be really entertaining to watch, as is the Central. It's just a really awful year in the Western Conference. Just the fact that an under 500 team like the Winnipeg Jets, who have 21 losses essentially against 20 wins, they're in the hunt. And the Minnesota Wild are 17, 21, and 3, and they're also in the hunt. It's not a good year in the West. Mitch Marner all of a sudden is now more than a point per game player. He's up to 11 goals now. Austin Matthews is a point per game player, 38 points, 38 games. JT is close there, as is Gusev. Holtz continues to dominate. Still listed as a third line going forward. Morgan Riley, Jake Muslin, Kapanen, and Zach Hyman are all pretty good. And then to show you guys the bottom of our scoring barrel, did I get Koivu in there? Yeah, Koivu and Perry both have 18 and 16 points. So Perry, I'm probably going to trade in the offseason. Just throwing that out there. Kerfoot, he's doing pretty well for the ice time he's getting. Nygaard, Marlowe, Liljegren, Sandin, Dermott, Braun, and then my two scratch players. We're both doing pretty well. Jean-Luc Picard has, or not Jean-Luc, Freddie Anderson has continued to be a well-oiled machine, as in dominant save percentage, dominant goals against. Calvin Pickard's kind of slowed up a little bit. He's got an 8.89 and a 3.52. Backup goalie could be a little bit better, but I'll gladly take that performance out. Sort through 10 games again. Best goalie in the league by save percentage, Eric Comrie. Best starter, as is Freddie Anderson. Bobrovsky's kind of let up a couple goals. But in terms of goals against, not a fun year for Corey Crawford in Buffalo. He's got a 3.66 and an 8.89 through 34 games. That's what happens when your team sucks. Freddie Anderson, in terms of starters, has the best goals against. For Calder, I don't want to score about at least points. Holtz has opened a 8-point lead over Alex Formanton of Ottawa. And then for all skaters, Patrick Laine now has 51 points in 41 games. Kopitar is 50 and 40. Aho is 49 and 40. Sagan has 48 and 42. And Kovalchuk has fallen to fifth place with 46 points in 40 games. And then rounding out the top 10 are Wheeler, Pasternak, Parise, and Mitch Marner. So let's show you guys our team stats so far, and then we'll continue on with the sim. We'll probably sim up to the trade deadline. Maybe get one third period sim in there. We're allowing on average about 2.5 goals against, scoring about 3.5, so that really helps. PK percentage, dominant 87.2. It's top percent of our division, might be tops in the league. Power play percentage almost 31%, which is insane. Let's compare it to the entire league. Power play percentage. We lead the league. And then penalty kill percentage, third best penalty kill. In other words, we're doing everything right. So, let's just check in terms of games this month for a possible third period sim. Excuse me, can't speak English. 25, 14, and 2. We might do the Calgary Flame game, or most likely Calgary. It's not a whole lot of games in this month. 23. I'll probably do the Calgary Flame game. Let's simulate up the Calgary Flames. We beat the St. Louis Blues 5-3, but we fall to the New Jersey Devils 4-1. And then now we'll jump into a third period sim for the Calgary game, and then sim up to February. Probably close to the trade deadline. If we need to make moves, we'll make them. If we don't, we won't. After the first period of the Flames game, Austin Matthews and JT score for us. Juuso Välimäki scores for them. It's 2-1. Let's get the second period underway. Still 2-1. Let's jump into the third. I think we still have only lost 8 games overall this year, which is insane. Let's continue on that way. Keep the losses down. And halfway through, with 5 minutes left in the third, we're still up 2-1. As we did not score on that power play. And then we will end up beating the Calgary Flames anyway. 2-1. Craig Anderson was first star of the game for Calgary, 33 saves. JT had a goal and assist, as did Austin Matthews for second and third star for us. Mitch Marner also racked up another assist. That's it for the scoring, just our first line. And Freddie Anderson was dominant. So let's sim up to the trade deadline, or sim up too close to the trade deadline. Trade deadline this year is going to be Saturday the 26th. Let's treat you guys to another third period sim sometime in February against a good team. I'd prefer Dallas. Most definitely Dallas. Dallas. Yeah, third period sim against Dallas in February. Let's go. As we beat the Vancouver Canucks 2-1 in overtime. Then we beat the Ducks 3-2. And then beat the Minnesota Wild 7-2. Beat the Devils 3-2. Hawks 3-1. Not making that trade. No trades right now. This thing's going really well. Beat the Oilers 4-1. So we have a 9-point lead over the Atlantic Division, and then we fall the Hurricanes 4-3. I do not want Patrick Nemeth. Beat the Habs 5-3, and then a big trade alert. Arizona gets a center prospect and 2 second-rounders for Nicholas Chalmerson and some 63 overall, most likely a prospect defenseman. Boston's getting pretty good. That might be interesting to watch, because the Bruins are in third place. And then another big trade going down. Edmonton shipping Adam Larson to the Arizona Coyotes for a second, most likely defensive prospect, ball, and a 5th rounder in this year's draft. Which we respond by beating the Buffalo Sabres 6-2 and falling to the Calgary Flames 5-2. But we rebound against the Colorado Avalanche with a 5-3 win. We still only have 13 losses. And we get another big trade. Kevin Hayes, Philadelphia dumps the rest of his monster contract to Vancouver and a second rounder for Marcus Johansson and Connor Carrick. Oh my lord. Now Montreal is shipping Willie Nylander and Ben Sherratt to Anaheim for 2 first-rounders and a defensive prospect. Or some sort of player. And then we immediately lose to the Montreal Canadiens 7-5. And then the Colorado Avalanche 1-0. So let's We've a 7-point lead in the Atlantic as over the Lightning. Then we lead the Bruins by 15 points. The Panthers aren't even within sniffing distance. And then the Metro, Capitals, Rangers, Penguins, Flyers, and Devils are all jockeying for the position. Panthers, Red Wings, and Senators, and Canadiens for the most part, still in contention for the wild card in the East. In the West, the Anaheim Ducks made that all-in move, still only in 4th place. The Vegas Golden Knights, Calgary Flames, and Edmonton Oilers are 1, 2, 3. In the Pacific, and in the Central, the Stars, Blues, Jets, and Predators are all within sniffing distance. Before we begin the Stars game, I'm going to have another sip of coffee. My voice sounds like it's kind of fading out here. 1 second, guys. That's the stuff. Alright, let's get the third period sim underway against the 41-12-5 Dallas Stars. 9-0-1 in their last 10. Let's get it underway. First period, 1-0 Dallas. Alexander Radulov on the power play, beating Freddie Anderson. Second period, 2-1 Dallas. Jamie Benn scores another power play goal. And John Tavares answers back with a goal of his own. Let's get the third period underway. Outshooting them 22-16 now. And Mitch Marner scores the tying goal on Ben Bishop. What a game. If this game does go into overtime, I'll give you guys a CPU sim as a way to look at EA Sports' AI. And that's exactly what you guys will be getting. We'll start the sim in overtime, and then if by 2 minutes left nobody scored, we'll jump in for a CPU game. Let's do it. Hopefully no one scores by 2 minutes. Alright. You guys will get a CPU sim. We have 95 offense, 91 defense, 86 goaltending. Pretty much an even game. Or even teams. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's give you guys the game. I'll do some play-by-play. It's gonna be fun. Pretty much even teams. All-star difficulty. Wait, did I do a CPU sim? Oh, damn it. Yeah, okay. I always forget that part. Damn it, that's why I don't do CPU sims. Alright, let's skate around. See if we can find a shooting line. Nope, never mind. Alright, come on Riley, get back. Shit. Sorry guys. It's my intention to give you guys a CPU sim. I stupidly forgot to click triangle. So, least I'll do, give you guys an entertaining overtime video, so that way you guys don't have to see. Okay, this is alright. I'll give you guys an entertaining video, so that way EA shitty AI doesn't make a shootout go 15 rounds. Really sorry about the CPU sim. Fuck. Alright. Let's try to win this game as fast as possible. So that way I can finish the stream and then possibly come back. Oh, there's gonna be a power play there. That was offset. Alright. 4 on 3. Here he gets called for slashing, and that's not a good penalty. Perry. And here's a shot. Stopped by the blocker. Matthews. Okay. First stop, he's in good position to make a second. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Quick feed. Take the outside. There you go. Perry. Oh, never mind. Off the leg. Intercepts the pass. Shot it wide. Get over there. And the puck leaves the zone. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. Don't get caught. Don't get caught.
Dallas has it against the half
There you
wall.
go. Nice stick.
Moves it to Riley.
Riley over to Matthews.
Moves the puck into the attacking area. Sends it across.
Try to find Gusev in the slot there.
From the opposite point. Toronto's got control of it now here in the
Gusev.
offensive end. Takes the feed at the point. Makes the
Perry.
save.
Low.
Can't connect. Puck scooped up by Honka.
You know, my favorite memory of Corey Perry here, completely off random, will be that, what was it, the video with Bobby Ryan at the NHL Awards with Scott Niedermayer and Ryan Getzlaf against Bobby Ryan after the, was it 2010 Olympics? Perry! Those were the days. I was, 2010 Olympics, I was 10 years old, 4th grade. But anyway, here's shootout. Shit. Did I even score on that? Or did I even get a shot off? Yeah, I did. Yeah, we got a shot off. Alright, Tyler Seguin coming down on Freddie Anderson. Shot it right into him. Mitch Marner. Scores. 1-0. Fake the shot. Pull it back. Nasty ass backhander. Come on. Freddie, I need you to get a save for me here. Perfect. Didn't bite any of that Jamie Benn shit. Austin Matthews. Scores. We win. Completely cheese the AI there. Faking him out. Go the other direction. Yep, here's the replay. Cheese, wait him out, backhand. Easy as apple pie. Fake the shot, go for the poke check, get him down, roof it over. Alright, so, first star of the game, Ben Bishop had made 32 saves. Mitch Marner, 2nd star, had a goal and assist. And JT, 3rd star of the game, also had a goal and assist. Let's sim up to the day of the trade deadline, and then we'll end the stream, or end this video. I know I said that this video would be around 45 minutes. I completely lied. We're running close to an hour. Maybe back on tonight though. Let's sum up to the LA King game, and then that'll be the end of the video. Ooh, big trade. Wow, going down between the Battle of Alberta. Calgary lands Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for, I would assume, a defensive and forward prospect. That's a really interesting trade. Not sure if that entirely makes sense for the man, it's gonna be, especially if Nuge resigns in Calgary. That's gonna make that rivalry just an extra little spicy. Turn down that trade. I'm on a roll right now. I don't want to fuck up my team chemistry. Wow. Okay. Not sure that makes any sense for Winnipeg. Montreal gets a 1st and 6th rounder for Shea Weber and Brett Kulak. So, alright. I'm sorry. I know I said this video is going to be 53 minutes, but I gotta... Oh my god. Florida gets 2 first rounders for Vincent Trocheck and a goalie. Or, not a goalie. A center. Sorry, I saw the G. Let's, yeah. So this, we're not going to do any more simming. Let me just... Okay, this trade makes no sense for Winnipeg. 32, 29, and 4. So they're within contention. And they're going to take on the final... Oh, so they did get Shea Weber at a reduced salary. So they ate some. But still, $5.7 million over the next 5 years to an aging player who's already 36 years old. That makes no damn sense. And they give up a first-round pick for that, too. That makes no sense. And then Calgary, who's really good, getting Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. His expiring contract, $7.4 million for the next year, or for the rest of this year. Already has 3 assists as a Calgary Flame. Had 52, 50 points in 59 games with the Oilers. And they already have Matthew Tkachuk signed to a 1-year extension. Okay. Man, the Flames would be good. And they already have this Johan Bergfors kid who was a 8th overall pick. Medium elite. Jesus. He's already a monster defensively. Johnny Gaudreau going into free agency. I would love to bring him on board to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Clear cap space. Give Johnny Gaudreau literally everything. Sean Monahan, Noah Hannafin. Let's look at it from Edmonton's perspective. And that'll be it for this video. So Edmonton's still in contention, and they're like already trading off their pieces. Sure, that makes the most sense. So they don't really have a whole lot left. They did get this Oduya kid, who's a top 4 defensive prospect, and I can't remember what else they got. I think they got this Pelletier kid. He was a first rounder from Calgary, 2016, or not 2016, 2019. Oh, shut up. Sorry. Yeah, so not sure that entirely makes the most sense, because normally you want to build your team around, McDavid and Draisaitl, but Edmonton's going to Edmonton. Alright, so let's show you guys some quick player stats, and that's going to be it for this video. Mitch Marner has 66 points in 62 games. JT, 60 and 62. Matthews, 59 and 60, essentially point per game. All 3 of these guys. Gusev, Riley, Kapanen, Muzzin, Perry, Alexander Holtz, still with a really impressive rookie campaign. Zach Hyman, Koivu, Kerfoot, Liljegren, Nygaard, Marlowe, Sandin, Dermott, Braun, Cizikas, and Schmaltz. Goalies, Freddie Anderson and Jean-Luc Picard, captain of Starship Enterprise. It's a nice little reference there. It's not the entirely. Patrick Laine has 85 points in 65 games. Just nasty. So, in other words, the Winnipeg Jet entire first line is top 3 in the league in scoring, followed by Sagan, Kucherov, Aho, Eichel, Pasternak, and Larkin. Excuse me. And for the Calder, Holtz leads by 2 over Evgeny Svechnikov. So, a completely different horses enter the race. And that's going to be it for this video, boyos. If you guys like my content, please feel free to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, Chicago Drunks 19. Follow the Discord server, Chicago Drunks 19, and follow me on Twitch, please. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.